The following content has been generated with artificial intelligence under minimal human supervision. The data presented may contain errors or inaccuracies. The opinions expressed in this content do not necessarily reflect the vision, position, or values of DigiAll. We recommend verifying critical information with additional sources before making decisions based on this content.
Welcome to DigiAll Tech News. Today is Sunday, December 28th, 2025. I'm Kylie Brooks, and this is where technology becomes clear and engaging. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis emerges as one of the Republican Party's most vocal AI skeptics, breaking ranks with Trump and industry leaders. A critical security vulnerability in LangChain core could expose sensitive secrets and enable code execution in AI applications. AI-generated faces are now so realistic that even expert recognizers struggle to spot the fakes, but training can help. More than 20% of videos recommended to new YouTube users are low-quality AI-generated content, generating millions in revenue. Cloudflare uses a wall of lava lamps to generate truly random encryption keys, protecting millions of internet users. Let's start with some interesting political news. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is taking a stand that might surprise you. While most Republicans, including President Trump, are pushing for minimal AI regulation to let the industry grow freely, DeSantis is going the other direction. He's worried about real, practical problems, jobs being eliminated, economic disruption, and what he calls the mindless slop that AI can produce. But what really concerns him are deepfakes. He's calling them an existential crisis for self-government. And honestly, when you think about how convincing fake videos can be, that's not an exaggeration. DeSantis is planning to introduce what he's calling an AI Bill of Rights in Florida's 2026 legislative session. It would require companies to tell you when you're interacting with AI, ban AI from providing mental health counseling, give parents more control over AI interactions with their kids, and actually restrict data centers by ending subsidies and limiting their water use. He's also pushing back against what he calls the transhumanist strain in AI development, emphasizing that human rights come from a higher source, not from machines. It's a fascinating position that puts him at odds with much of his party. Now, if you're building applications with LangChain, you need to hear this. A critical security flaw was just disclosed a couple of days ago, and it's serious. The vulnerability, tracked as CVE 2025-68664, has a CVSS score of 9.3 out of 10. That's as critical as it gets. Security researcher Yarden Porat discovered what they're calling LangGrinch, a flaw in how LangChain serializes and deserializes data. Here's why it matters. Attackers can trick the system into treating malicious data as legitimate LangChain objects. This could let them steal sensitive information from your environment variables, instantiate dangerous classes, or even execute arbitrary code through Ginger 2 templates. The scariest part? This can happen through prompt injection, where an AI's response itself contains the malicious code. If you're using LangChain core versions 1.0.0 through 1.2.4, or earlier versions below 0.3.81, you need to update immediately. Version 1.2.5 and 0.3.81 have the fixes. And there's a similar flaw affecting LangChain JS users too, so if you're working in JavaScript, check for updates there as well. Here's something that might make you question what you see online. AI-generated faces have gotten so good that even people with exceptional facial recognition skills can't reliably spot them. A study published yesterday in Royal Society Open Science tested both super recognizers and typical people on their ability to identify AI-generated faces. Super recognizers are people in the top 2% for facial recognition tasks, yet they only correctly identified fake faces 41% of the time. That's worse than a coin flip. Regular people, only 30%. But here's the good news. Training helps. After just 5 minutes of instruction on what to look for, like odd hairlines, unnatural skin texture, strange teeth, or overly perfect proportions, super recognizers improved to 64% accuracy, and typical recognizers reached 51%. The key takeaway? You need to slow down and really look at images carefully. The researchers suggest combining AI detection tools with trained human experts, especially super recognizers, to better identify synthetic faces. With deepfakes becoming more common, this kind of training might become essential for all of us. Yesterday, a study by video editing company Capwing revealed something troubling about YouTube's recommendation algorithm. More than 20% of videos shown to brand new YouTube users are what they call AI slop, low-quality, AI-generated content designed purely to rack up views and ad revenue. The researchers analyzed 15,000 top YouTube channels and identified 278 that produce nothing but AI slop. These channels have collectively generated over 63 billion views, attracted 221 million subscribers, and are estimated to earn $117 million annually. Let me give you some examples. There's an Indian channel called Bandar Apna Dost with 2.4 billion views of absurd monkey adventures, potentially earning up to $4.25 million per year. A Singapore channel called Pouty Frenchie has 2 billion views of AI-generated dog stories aimed at children. These aren't small operations. Some channels have 20 million subscribers in Spain, 18 million in Egypt, and massive followings across the US and Brazil. What's concerning is that YouTube's algorithm seems to favor this scalable, low-effort content over genuine creativity. YouTube says they're focused on promoting high-quality content, but this study suggests there's a real transparency problem that needs addressing. Let's end on a lighter but genuinely fascinating note. Cloudflare, the cybersecurity company that protects about 1/5 of the world's internet domains, uses a wall of lava lamps to keep you safe online. Yes, you heard that right. Lava lamps. Here's how it works. Computers struggle to generate truly random numbers because they're fundamentally predictable machines. Everything they do is based on code, which means patterns can emerge that hackers might exploit. But lava lamps? The flowing lava inside each lamp is affected by temperature, air currents, and countless other unpredictable factors. No two moments are ever the same. Cloudflare has a high-resolution camera that captures images of their lava lamp wall in real time, then converts those chaotic patterns into genuinely random data for their encryption algorithms. This protects your data from phishing attacks, malicious cookies, and data breaches. What makes it even more secure is that human activity near the lamps, like footsteps or conversations, adds even more randomness to the system. It's a brilliant combination of whimsy and cutting-edge security. The setup is at their San Francisco headquarters and is actually open to visitors. It's a reminder that sometimes the best solutions to complex problems are surprisingly creative. From AI regulation debates to critical security vulnerabilities, from deepfake detection to content quality concerns, and from creative security solutions to the ongoing evolution of technology, these stories remind us that the tech world never stops moving. We'll continue tracking these developments and bringing you the updates that matter. Thank you for staying informed with DigiAll Tech News. We'll be back with more updates as they develop.